Hey guys. Guess who has COVID? It's me. I think technically I'm 9 months pregnant now. I think I hit 9 months probably yesterday or today, because technically I have exactly a month until my due date, so I think that's what 9 months means. Okay, so the story is the other day I started to get a headache, and I haven't gotten a headache since the first trimester, which was a little concerning because I had just talked to my doctor about the possibility of me getting preeclampsia, which is it's a very serious thing that pregnant women can get. My mom ended up getting it, and she had to be induced to have me at the very end of her pregnancy. So I had just talked to my doctor about it, and then I got a headache the next week. So I was like, oh no, am I getting preeclampsia? So yeah, for the past couple days I had just been taking naps, and it wasn't until that day that I was just so sleepy. It was so weird. And I could just tell I was getting sick, but I was so certain that it was either really bad allergies, the seasons changing, stuff like that happens, or a cold. I really thought I was getting a cold because last year at this exact time I got a really bad cold that just would not go away, and so I thought that was that. I'm like, okay, maybe this is my yearly me getting sick. So Christian and I slept separate. He slept on the couch and I slept here in the bedroom. Originally I told him, I was like, I'm gonna have to sleep on the couch because I knew I was gonna have to get up and probably pee and drink water to because I just felt really uncomfortable. I could not sleep, but I was so tired. And like I said before, I don't struggle to sleep. I really don't. But my husband, being amazing as he is, was like, no, I'm gonna sleep on the couch, you sleep in the bedroom, even though that he had to go to work the next day. And so I struggled to sleep. I just felt so hot. And so I knew I should have checked my temperature to see if I had a fever, but I was so exhausted that I just kept fighting it to try to see if I could still sleep some more. So it wasn't until 5 a.m. Christian's getting up, getting ready for work, that I get up and I finally checked my temperature, and sure enough I had a 99.9 degree fever. Is that considered a fever? Or is it only a fever if you go over 100? But I was like, oh no, that's pretty much a fever. Let me take a COVID test, because we got a ton of those rapid tests, and yep, sure enough, it was positive. Positive for COVID. So, and then Christian took a test as well, but he was negative and he felt fine. So he called out of work. I think just to do it. And I quarantined here in the bedroom because I already started here, and so if I ever left this room, I was wearing a mask and stuff like that, and I stayed away from Christian. And I've just been, taking naps, tiny little naps, because I kept waking up feeling really hot. And I've been checking my temperature a ton, and I haven't gone over 99 degrees. Oh, I did call up my doctor, and I told them, hi, I have COVID. My next appointment is gonna be a week from yesterday, so I knew there was no way that I could recover and also be able to go to the doctor's office within a week. I was like, no way. I was like, we're gonna have to cancel this appointment surely. And because I'm 9 months pregnant now, I'm supposed to go in weekly anyway. So they were like, okay, let's just cancel this appointment and we'll see you the following week. And I was like, okay. And I was like, just tell my doctor I have COVID, because she was concerned about preeclampsia. We'll see if she's concerned about COVID. But I think because my fever did not go over 101, I think that's the scary part, because if the mom gets really hot, it can be really dangerous for the baby. But because I've only had 99 degree fever a couple times, then I think they're not too worried about the baby. Just just get better. It's kind of like the flu and kind of like a cold. See, I've been trying to take naps, little 1 hour naps basically, and then just waking up, having a snack, and taking Tylenol, which I can take. And then it wasn't until like last night that my nose really started running. Like I think I sound a little weird right now because it's like also getting into my throat and stuff, even though I'm trying to let it out my nose, which is pretty normal for me to whenever I have a cold. It's like it starts with a really bad headache and then it starts like coming out, you know, my nose, and therefore affecting my throat. And so I find that the more I just like let everything out my nose, like the quicker I, you know, get better and I recover. But if I keep taking medicines that make it so that the boogies don't come out, then it just prolongs the sick time. So I'm trying really hard not to take too much medicine. I'm really just taking Tylenol, which is, you know, a pain reliever and a fever reducer. And so I'm like, okay, well, we want to reduce my fever. That's a big one, you know, especially for the baby's safety. And, you know, I'd love to reduce some pain if it helps me feel better. And I did take Benadryl last night when my nose started running, and I really wanted to try to sleep like at least a couple hours straight instead of just like a 1 hour nap. That really did help. I think I was able to get like 4 or 5 hours of sleep last night and wake up when Christian woke up. Oh yeah, he tested negative last night and this morning, and I think because I'm staying away from him, he's fine. So he went to work today. That's just like the policy that his work is doing. As long as he's testing negative, he's fine, and he can go into work. Which he only has a couple days left this week, and then he has this weekend, so that surely by next week I'll be better. Yeah, I think I just feel bad for my baby. She's probably really confused because I'm acting all different. You know, I'm like literally just laying in bed all day, just sleeping. She's probably like, why can't I hear Dad's voice? You know, she's probably too small to remember too much anyway. But she's still moving and stuff. Every time I eat some, like right now, she's moving a bit. Which is pretty good. Yeah, I just hope that I get over this soon. That's why I'm letting myself like really suffer today and yesterday as well, so that I can, you know, get this over with. Oh yeah, but sadly that means my baby shower is supposed to be this weekend. I was supposed to have it Saturday, and today's Wednesday. So we told everybody that we're gonna push it to next week, which is also the week that I have to take down all the paintings in the gallery. So I hope I feel really good next weekend because I have a lot to do, it looks like. But yeah, when I found out that I had COVID, I was like, okay, this baby shower is not gonna happen. I noticed it on Tuesday, and like, so there's definitely not enough time to recover and also, you know, not be contagious. I mean, it goes to show, even if you are active and you eat good, you can still get sick with COVID, I guess. I don't know, maybe it's because I'm pregnant, I am more likely to get it, maybe, possibly. Yeah, I have no idea, and I have no idea how, like, Christian's not getting it either. Yeah, I feel really bad for the baby, but maybe it's better that if I were to get COVID, it would be at the, you know, the end of the pregnancy and at the beginning, when the risk of like miscarriage is really high. So like, yeah, imagine if like, you know, she was like this big and I had like this fever and this sickness, like maybe something really terrible might have happened. I have no idea. Oh, I am like vaxxed, by the way. I got the Pfizer, and I had a booster, I think in February or January, but I didn't hear about anyone getting a 4th shot, so I haven't. So I have no idea if I'm able to get a 4th shot maybe within the past couple months or something. I mean, if I could have, I would have, but honestly, I didn't hear anything about people getting a 4th shot that weren't like really immune compromised. Like, I think my parents probably would be able to get a 4th shot, but I didn't think that I would because I'm so young and healthy. But okay, well, obviously I won't be painting anytime soon. But the second I do feel well, I will be back in the studio painting. But right now, I'm like barely functioning. I was only able to talk to you guys right now because I let myself have a nice like cup of hot coffee to like soothe my throat and probably help my headache a little bit, and so I actually feel this is like the most alive I feel right now. While beforehand, it was just like, nope. Absolutely not. Yeah, the second I feel better, I'll get back into the studio though. So it'll be no different to you, but there'll be a time jump for me. Oh. Hi guys, another little update. It is now Sunday. The last time I checked in was Wednesday, and I haven't checked in yet because I was kind of hoping that I would have good news and I would get over it by the time I checked in. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna get better really soon, and then I'll be able to get back into painting and stuff will be, business as usual. What happened since then was that like Thursday, I think I started to get better. Yeah, I haven't had any sort of fever since that very first day, Tuesday, and which is good. That's literally like the big thing. The big worry is me getting a fever and bugging the baby and stuff. Still with a runny nose, and it's sort of like everything sort of like died down, if that makes sense. Like if anything, for a few days I really struggled to fall asleep because I was so congested. But when I did fall asleep, I got better and better every day, which is great. And then Christian continued to test negative. By Saturday, which is like Christian's Sunday from work, Christian said that he started to not really feel too good, like saying that he had a cough, like body aches. It didn't seem to be like too bad, too serious. But so Saturday morning we both tested, because yeah, this whole time Christian's just been testing like every morning just to see if like he ever caught it, and I've been quarantining in here. I'm in the bedroom still. And so by Saturday, I was like, okay, I'm feeling a lot better. And so I took a test Saturday morning, and nope, super still positive, like super positive, like even more so than when I took the very first test on Tuesday. It was like it was not even done like loading the whole like test thing in the little section, and it was like, yep, you still have it. I was like, gosh dang it, because I felt so much better. So then we tested Christian, because what we said was like, oh, if I'm negative, like if I started being negative, then we probably don't have to test Christian if he's feeling fine. But he started not feeling well, so we're like, okay, let's test him. And then turns out that he got it. Yeah, very faintly. The line was there that he had COVID. To be honest, it was a little bit of a relief because I was getting very lonely being stuck in this room. Like we had done so good for like 4 or 5 days of just me being in the bedroom. If I ever had to leave to go to the bathroom, because we only have one bathroom in this apartment, I wore a mask. And if I was ever going to be like close to Christian, I wore 2 masks. And of course washing my hands before I touched like anything in the apartment. Like let's say I had to like heat up some food in the microwave really quick, wash my hands, wore a mask. I don't know, it's like we kind of did good that he didn't get sick for 4 or 5 days after I got sick. But that also could have been like I could have given it to him early on before I even knew I had it, and it just took this long for him to finally get it. I don't know. It's hard to say. So yeah, so Saturday we were finally able to like take off our masks together, because Christian was like, do we still wear a mask? And I was like, well, like who are we trying to protect? Because like I already got you sick and we're both living together. There's like really no point in us having to like wear masks around each other and like trying to quarantine anymore if he definitely already had it. But also that meant there was no one can leave this apartment now, because we both have COVID. And now we both have to quarantine in the apartment, which is good that we can like finally like move around the apartment fully. Like my space has been opened up, so I was really happy about that. Plus it was like so lonely just like seeing my husband from afar and like not being able to like just like be near him. I was really grateful for that. But then it's like, oh shoot, we're gonna have to call in favors from family to get us like food and medicine and more tests, because we were testing every day. So now that we both have it, it's like, okay, well, there's no point in testing anytime soon until we both like feel better. I mean, I feel like a ton better now. but Christian's starting to get sick. So I called up my mom and I was like, okay, Christian has COVID now. And she's like, oh, you need stuff, don't you? And I was like, yes, I do. And so my two cousins had to go make a little grocery store run for us, which I was like so grateful for, because now we have a ton more tests and we have a ton of food and yeah, and then last night Christian woke up with like a very high fever. He feels a lot better now, but if I were to have that same fever, then I probably would have called my doctor and probably would have had to go to the hospital. Like, honestly, that's how high his fever was. But he quickly recovered. I think it was just because he was sleeping and he just like went a long time without any sort of medicine. But he seems to be doing a lot better today. But yeah, I feel like a ton better. If anything, today, as of Sunday, I'm only like a day or two away from the very first time that I started seeing symptoms, which is like so crazy because like I haven't left this apartment this entire time. I'm so ready to get better, but I don't want to like risk else's like health by leaving if I don't absolutely have to, because yeah, like I said, we have plenty of family that we can like ask them to get us stuff, and we have everything we need here, so we'll be okay. Yeah, as of today, Sunday, yeah, absolutely no headache, no fever, no nothing, just like a slight like runny nose, like not even enough to like have to come out my actual nose. It's like going down my throat, which I know is not good, but like literally it's like so little it's not coming out my nose. But one new thing that I did notice yesterday was like I was starting to get like itchy rashes like on random parts of my body, which is like very weird. Like just like my skin was just itchy. I really don't know. And so I tried looking it up, and like some people have said that like when they had Rona, they did have like some sort of rashes and stuff, and like it's very common for people's hands and feet to get like really weird when their bodies are fighting the coronavirus, which is so weird. So yeah, I have no idea what that's about. I don't think it's like some sort of pregnancy symptom, because I'm almost like I'm 9 months pregnant. I'm almost done. You can't even see any sort of redness. Like, no, that's just literally just my skin. But like sometimes I get a little itchy some places, but it's never like the same place anywhere. Yeah, it doesn't. You really can't see. And I've been scratching like sometimes. But I did take a shower a couple of hours ago, and I put, like, I have, what do you call it, like, pregnancy mom belly butter balm. It's like fragrance-free, like, lotion, basically, that you should put on your belly to help it, grow the skin so that you avoid stretch marks, everything goes smoothly. Yeah, so today, after I took my shower, I put that butter all on everywhere that I had like been feeling itchy. So like basically everything from my belly up to like my neck, and my arms, not really my legs as much. And honestly, I haven't really scratched since then, and that was a couple hours ago. So maybe that's it. Maybe like it's just like my body trying to fight the coronavirus but making my skin itchy. I don't know. I gotta make sure to stay hydrated. I can't help but think about what this is gonna affect, on my painting in the studio. Like I wanted to finish that painting for Chaos Theory, and it started like literally I have the underpainting finished in the studio, but it's been over a week since I've painted it, so I'm probably gonna have to like sand it slightly so that like another layer of paint will be able to paint on it. But also I think not this Wednesday, but next Wednesday is the day I have to hand the painting over to Randy for Chaos Theory, and I'm just very worried that I won't be able to finish it in time, because I do still have my baby shower this upcoming weekend. I mean, today is Sunday, so it's literally a week. It's like less than a week away. It's like supposed to be Saturday. And so if I'm still very much, sick and testing positive, like I don't know how many more days I have. Hopefully by Tuesday, feel well enough to like paint yeah, so like I'm in such a weird predicament because I am 9 months pregnant and also fighting COVID. So I should like want to rest as much as possible because like it was already tough just being 9 months pregnant and also trying to function as a normal human, and paint while also, run errands and stuff. But now I have COVID, and I'm like, oh my gosh, we're less than a month away. There's still all the stuff that we have to do before the baby comes, and I'm just very, I'm very worried. I just feel very bad that I'm losing a whole week at least to fight this virus when I could have painted the painting by now. I really could have if I just felt well enough and I did not get sick. The painting could have been finished by now. It really could have. And I could have, had the baby shower, and I could have started preparing stuff for the baby because, we're gonna have the baby shower, and then I'll probably have to like buy all the stuff that we're not getting from the baby shower that we still need for the baby. And then I was gonna, start packing because we're supposed to live with my parents pretty soon. They have like 2 bedrooms set up for us at their house, and a bathroom. We basically have like a whole wing of the house to ourselves. And we might be bringing the cats with us to my parents' house as well, the 2 kittens. So it's like all that stuff to prepare for the baby, and here I am less than a month away until the due date, and I lost a week. Like we have precious time, and I am too sick to do anything, or I was too sick. I mean, I'm getting better now, but I guess the only bright side is that I am feeling better. Yeah, very soon I think I will be able to paint, but I just feel very disappointed in myself that I lost all this precious time just recovering. But honestly, I was trying to think of the positives while I was taking a shower this morning. I was like, okay, like what's the positive outlook on this, so I could stop beating myself up about getting sick and recovering. I'm like, I'm almost done. Like I'm looking forward to meeting our baby, and yeah, I'm excited to like dress her up, and I'm excited to see her and see like what kind of like little like person she's gonna be. And yeah, I did feel very crappy for a few days, and I was very scared that the sickness was gonna be affecting her a bit, but she seems to be doing okay. Like every time I eat, she still moves. There is a different feel to her, but she's still there. She's still moving. She'll still like stretch out her legs and like give me a little ouch sometimes. So I think she's okay. Yeah, this isn't the worst. Okay, well, hopefully next time I check in, hopefully I won't have any symptoms. Hopefully I'll be testing negative very soon. Yeah, not much for me to do other than just recover. Yeah, just recover, and hopefully more people will be able to help us out and bring us more groceries and stuff. And hopefully Christian gets better. It seems like he's not doing too bad. Like he's much more cognitive than I was. Like when I very first got sick, I was literally napping every couple hours because I was just so exhausted, and I felt so hot, and I was blowing my nose constantly. So hopefully he'll be a lot more mild, and hopefully it's just because I am pregnant that my body is just like working like a ton just to like grow this human and also like fight this virus. That's why like my symptoms were probably like a lot more worse, while he's 26 years old and stuff like that. He can, hopefully his body can fight it, and he won't like suffer too bad. Also, hey, at least we got the virus now and not when I was right up on the due date. Imagine I was like 39 weeks pregnant, almost like 40, and then I got the coronavirus. Then I was trying to go into labor or something. Imagine that'd be terrifying. Okay, I'm just trying to look at the positives, because you kind of gotta when you've been sick for this many days. I don't think I've ever not left home in this many days, honestly. Okay, well, wish me luck. Hello, it is Wednesday the 28th. Again, another Wednesday. I wished I would have better news, but I don't. So yesterday was a full week since I first got my fever and I tested positive for COVID. So I took a test. Even though I pretty much feel exactly the same since like Saturday, I would say. I feel like I've been in the same little like limbo, slightly runny nose, little itchy since like Saturday or Sunday, I feel like. So yeah, it was positive, of course. It was still positive. But then it got me thinking, looking towards the future for this upcoming weekend, because we already pushed back the baby shower a week. It was supposed to be last weekend, but then I got sick a couple days before, so we pushed it to this weekend. And it looks like we're gonna have to push it again because I am still testing positive, still have a slightly runny nose. I don't know, I feel a little conflicted because I think according to the CDC guidelines, I should not have to self-isolate anymore because it's been several days since I've had a fever, my symptoms have improved. I just have to wear a mask for at least, I think 11 days or something. But I just don't feel comfortable leaving the apartment knowing that I'm still contagious. I don't know if that's just me or like I don't know if I'm being like too overcautious or something. So yeah, right now the plan is, unless I miraculously test negative tomorrow morning, which is Thursday, which would be a couple days before the party, then we're gonna push it back yet again another week. We might have less people at this one, because I think I mentioned in several videos, I think when we were first planning this party, that we were gonna have a lot more people come to this baby shower than I originally thought we were going to. I thought it was just gonna be like immediate family of my husband and mine, but it turns out a lot of people really wanted to come and really celebrate this baby, that's great, that's wonderful, love that, love people. But now we're pushing it back 2 weeks past its original planned date. Yeah, I just feel a little bit bad. If anything, I just miss like outside food, like restaurant food, because we've had people, wonderful people in our families bring us groceries, and we can cook stuff, we can heat up stuff. So we have that going for us, but I want like a pizza. I want like a nice greasy cheesy pizza and chicken wings, and I want like a burger, and right now it's just like fruit and salads and whatever we can like make ourselves. That's what we've been having. So my wonderful mother-in-law is like, hey, do you need me to do something for you again today, Wednesday? I'm like, yeah, we could use milk and eggs because we ran out of necessary stuff like that. But I'm like, I honestly, if she's gonna do this favor for us, I kind of want to just ask for like a pizza, So who knows, we might like self-isolate until, Christian's like totally fine and he's ready to go. Oh, and another thing is like on Saturday, that's also the last day, my solo exhibition over at the Burton Bar Library, and so I'm supposed to go down there and help them take it down. So they emailed me like just now to remind me, like just a helpful little reminder, like, oh, just by the way, Saturday, I'm gonna take down your exhibition. And I'm like, oh, about that? So, I mean, maybe the library has their own rules for COVID, and maybe they're more lenient or something, where maybe they follow the CDC guidelines, in which that way I think I'll be good. I think definitely by Saturday it'll be definitely within the CDC guideline window of like when I can like leave and like do stuff. So yeah, I emailed them back and I was like, okay, I told them the whole situation, like when I got COVID. That I'm feeling a lot better now. I apologized if this is a little late in advance because I thought that I would be better by now. And I told him, I was like, okay, I can come and I can wear a high quality mask. Like my aunt gave me 1,000,000 KN95s not too long ago, and I can wear those. Or, if you don't want me there at all, I can send a healthy family member, is what I said. Which I think I might have to send one of my cousins again. Just really calling them all the favors of my cousins, because my parents can't help because they can't drive right now. So yeah, I hope that's okay. And I'm just, there's all those people that bought paintings that were in the show, that I think quite a few of them were gonna come to the library when I was gonna take down the paintings so that I can give it to them as soon as possible, because they put them on hold. So I think, yeah, if I still test positive like tomorrow, then I'll have to email all of them and be like, hey, I am testing positive for COVID. And I plus often see what the library says. Like maybe the library is like, don't come at all, send your family. In that way, then I'll have to talk with the people who bought paintings and maybe talk something about them and maybe push that back a week, and maybe they'll meet me at the library next week or something. I don't know. I'm in such a pickle. Who knows? Maybe everyone's okay with it, but I know if I was in their situation and someone wanted to meet up with me, but they were still testing positive for COVID, I'd be like, maybe not, maybe not, especially because I'm pregnant. I want to be as careful as possible, but of course, this is when I get it. Yeah, so overall, Christian and I are really not doing too bad. We still have a lot of food. Yeah, I have no good news. Nothing's really changed. I thought that I would test negative by now, especially now that it's day 8, I think. It's day 8 now with COVID officially. I thought I would recover and have good news for you guys, but I do not. But this video is already pretty long, and I've already checked in. This is the 3rd day of me checking in. But I am feeling a lot better. So I think, honestly, either today or tomorrow I will go back in the studio and paint, especially because the drop-off day for the gallery for Chaos Theory is supposed to be I believe Wednesday, literally a week from today, and the painting is not finished. It's literally just an underpainting, and if I am still pretty low energy because I'm pregnant, then it might take me a bit, so I better get on that. Plus, I'm really not feeling all that bad. I already had pretty low energy because I am 9 months pregnant, like I said, all the extra blood I have and blah, blah, blah. You've heard me say it a million times. Also, like, my belly is pretty big, I got a baby in here. Like, she's, like, probably around, like, 6 pounds, I think, of just baby that's down here. Oh, that's so crazy. I'm very close to the window of where she could come at any day kind of stuff. So it's like, oh, I probably should finish this painting. It was supposed to be such a celebratory thing. Like, oh, my last painting before, I give birth and become a mom. And here I am catching COVID and really struggling to get back in the studio because of it. Honestly, I'm really not feeling bad at all. I blow my nose, like, occasionally, and that's about it. But every time I take a test, it's like, yep, you still very much have COVID, so I don't know. Yeah, wish me luck, guys. Thanks for letting me check in. I was like, you know what? I might as well make a video out of this because I'm losing maybe 2 weeks of my life to this virus, and I'm not painting or creating content for you guys at all. So I was like, you know what? Let me document my experience as a pregnant woman with COVID. Very pregnant, like literally I could give birth, very soon. Like I said, I wish I had better news, but I don't. But you seeing this video is a good sign that everything's okay, everything's fine. This is just me venting and documenting, This is a very unique position that I'm in. Thank you guys for listening, thank you guys for watching. I know if you watched this much of this video and you reached this end, then you really care about me, or you're very curious. Either you care about me and how I'm doing, or you're just like, oh, I wonder how that is. But either way, thank you. Okay, well, yeah, that's it. Wish me luck. Hopefully in my next video I'll give you like a quick little update and be like, okay, after this day I did get better or whatever, and this is the situation that happened. But yeah, that's about it. Okay. Goodbye.